Today's rant, I want to talk about something that I never would in a million years think would be controversial. Should we teach our dogs a down command before or after we teach the sit? I get it if you have a working dog or you're putting your dog in competitions or obedience competitions or trials or things like that, sports, then I can see it might apply and you might train your dogs in a different manner or train commands in a different order. But the fact of the matter is, most of the dogs in this country, they're pets. They're household pets. And frankly, that's not even how conditioning works, generally speaking. If you're teaching your dog a behavior, an obedience behavior, and you pair that with a reward, and then the repetition of that behavior, pairing it with a reward over and over and over again, creates reliability. Everybody hears me say it all the time. Repetition creates reliability. So if you teach your dog a down command, and again, I'm not talking about competition dogs or working dogs or sporting dogs, the regular household pets. If you're teaching a down command, your dog should down regardless of what position she or he is in. If your dog is sitting or standing and you give the down command, right, the appropriate behavior your dog should perform is to down. It's very simple. Doesn't matter if you teach sit first or down first. Down is down. And I hear a lot of these trainers, and I'm sure they're competition trainers or sport trainers, or they're training working dogs, and if that dog is running at full speed, having a reliable down command, for the dog to be in a down position when it's in flight is really important for that particular person. I get it. But for regular household pets, who cares? As long as your dog performs her or his obedience commands reliably, that's really what matters. And I can't even believe this is controversial. I really can't. And there's trainers out there being like super critical of pet dog trainers who teach sit first and then down. Who gives a shit? Jane and John Doe, who work 9-to-5 jobs, they have a family, and they have a regular household pet, they don't care in what order they teach a command. They want a well-behaved pet dog. They want a dog that responds reliably to their commands. They want a dog that is just a really good household pet. So if you trainers out there who are, getting your panties in a bunch, just, if you're doing these videos, make sure you differentiate for people who are watching your videos. Let them know this may not apply to everyone. It's really not that big of a deal for the regular household pet. And let's face it, with some of the problems that domestic pet dog owners have, it's usually associated with unreliable behavior. So if you want to be really critical about pet dog owners or pet dog trainers and the manner in which they train dogs, it should be that their focus is on reliability, not so much the order in which a command is taught. I mean, when I work with pit bull puppies, one of the first commands I teach them is to out, to drop what's in their mouth. Oftentimes before we even teach sit. Because I feel for a domestic pet dog, especially a dog like my beloved breed, the pit bulls, who love to tug on stuff, we should encourage them to do something they love, but they should reliably drop on command. So that's an important command for me to teach a young puppy right away. And sometimes I do that before sit or before down, even before come. And again, if we think about how conditioning works, right, how we condition our dogs to perform behaviors, right, it's, consistency on our part, the repetition of teaching those dogs on a daily basis what we expect of them, pairing those good behaviors with positive rewards, and repetition, repetition, repetition. So that's my rant, and it's mostly for, dog trainers who are, pumping videos out there, and they're being like super critical about whether we teach down before sit or sit before down. It just doesn't really apply to the regular domestic pet dog owner. Just differentiate that when you're doing your videos. Because at the end of the day, reliability is our goal. Well, that's all. That's my rant for today. It's about a week before Thanksgiving, so I just want to wish everyone a very happy and blessed Thanksgiving. And if you're wondering about any pet safety tips for Thanksgiving, take a look at my video. I'll throw the link up there. I just did a video on dog safety tips for Thanksgiving. So check that out. Have yourselves a blessed and happy Thanksgiving.